Hey, my colors got messed up while while we're in the intermission, so I look like a ghost. We're gonna fix that. But in the meantime, welcome to the Sandbox Wednesday stream. I am Alex Flores, aka KamiSawZe, joined here with my spirit by Lukusisright. How you doing, Lucas?
I'm amazing, Alex. I mean, I want to ask how you are like I normally would, but I feel like you may have
Yeah.
died.
Yeah, no, I like clicked OK to this panel and
Okay.
this one that's ethereally floating around your head here
Mm, mm, mm,
while we were in our like starting sequence, and
mm.
apparently that meant it messed up or something. I don't know what happened, so we're gonna mess around here with the brightness a
Ah,
bit,
okay, okay, okay.
try to get me back to looking normal. So in the meantime, we've got some stuff going on. We've got a vox
Oh
edit
yeah.
contest for DJ Blondish starting now. Get ready to unleash your creativity and groove to the beats of Blondish as we present an exciting contest like no other. We are thrilled to announce the Blondish Vox Edit contest, where you can showcase your talent and win sand.
Mm,
So you need to unleash your imagination and design a stunning voxel NFT that will transport music enthusiasts to the vibrant locations where the sensational Blondish will be performing. From the bustling streets of
mm.
Paris, vibrant scenes of London, pulsating energy of NYC, and the star-studded atmosphere of LA, the rich historical wonders of Egypt, your design has the powers to transport them there. Create a mind-blowing voxel NFT. So, I mean, this is asset, right? Because you're not minting yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it will eventually be an NFT once the minting platform is open for everybody. But for now, create a voxel asset that captures the essence of Blondish's unique style as well as the locations where the artist will be performing.
Mm.
Whether it's a mesmerizing beachfront stage, an enchanting party venue, or even a mind bending DJ booth, let your imagination run wild and bring your vision to life in vibrant voxel form. Lucas, you want to read off the prizes here while I try to fix my camera still?
Oh yeah. Total in prizes, it's 15,000 sand, will be split amongst the top entries the following ways. First place will receive 6,000 sand. Second place, 3,500 sand. Third place is 2,000 sand. And then fourth through 10th place each receive 500 sand. Important, the top 10 winning assets submitted for the contest might be used in Blondish Sandbox game experiences in the future. As a
Ooh.
reward, top 10 winners will have the privilege to mint and sell their asset on the Sandbox marketplace, with its rarity being determined by your score. Please note that by participating, you give consent for your asset to be utilized in the Blondish experiences within the Sandbox. That's super rad. I thought this was a game jam contest, not a Vox Edit contest for some reason. So
Nope.
now I'm seeing the rules. I'm glad we're reading this off. That's it. I think that's really unique. That's interesting.
Yeah,
With
I'm
situationally specific party assets. I don't know. I think that's got a lot of like the last. I was thinking DJ booth in my head as we were going through all this, and like it says, even a mind bending DJ booth, and I was like, okay, like a Parisian DJ booth with influences of the metaverse would be a super rad to see. I just there's a lot of possibilities here.
absolutely. All right. I think I'm looking kind of normal here. Maybe a little
Yeah.
dark. We can do that.
Okay, got a nice tan. At least you don't look like a ghost. That was scary.
It's
I don't
a
like
little too
that.
spooky.
It was
All
too
right.
spooky.
Important dates. Did you say the important dates?
I did not.
Okay. Important dates. Submissions are open until June 12th. Whoa. Oh, sorry. I misread that. Submissions
Okay.
open June 12th. I'm like, wait a minute. That's in the past. Submissions close June 25th at 11:59 p.m. UTC. Results announcement between July 8th and July 15th. Get your beats ready, unleash your voxel magic, and let's create voxel art that resonates with the spirit of Blondish. So yeah, that's exciting. We're gonna share that link in the chat here, and lots of the Blondish has got a fun vibe. I don't know if you remember Club XYZ back in season 3, right? That Blondish was in XYZ. because I think it was Deadmau5 and Club XYZ for season 2, Blondish for season 3. I think Club XYZ in season 1 was just kind of like a club. It wasn't.
It was just a club. Season 2 was
Yeah.
Blondish. Season 3 it was actually Blondish had her own experience, I believe.
I know Blondish and Deadmau5 both were in Club XYZ at some point. I think Blondish did have other stuff too, but both of them
exactly.
did. Yeah. But yeah, we got some funky stuff going on here. Blondish is fun. All right. So there's that. We've also Lukus and I have no idea what this next announcement is. We honestly we were trying to figure it out. There is be prepared for something that is a blast to be announced, a partnership that is going to blow people away or something. I don't it was very vague, like let them know that we've got a partnership that's going to be a blast. And it's like
these beans
we've got a lot of those.
So beansy that we don't even know what they mean.
These are secret beans.
Text, yeah, these are secret beans. The literal text was, let people know about an upcoming partnership that is sure to cause a blast.
There we go.
It was winky face and then
volcano
emoji. So whatever that means, you now know as much as we do.
We sold the cow to the man, and the beans are still in the can. And we don't know what kind of beans are inside the can. But we don't know what's in there. We don't have a can opener. I'm sorry. I guess we'll all find out together at some point.
It'll be exciting.
So I mean, I'm excited. I want to know what it is. And it's funny because I mean, I know about a lot of potential partnerships. I have no idea which this announcement is about. So, like, I know things that nobody else is supposed to know in the background, but it's like for me, it's like a claw machine. They were just like reaching the claw down, like, what are we gonna get? I don't know. I see some things in there, but we could get something I haven't even seen yet. So
mystery bag.
There's that. And then if you're not already in the Wizzyverse Discord, which is discord.gg/Wizzyverse, our ambassadors might share other links too. You're welcome to click those. Because they get special rewards when you click those. But that's our main Discord. And it was already in there. Never mind. Either of those links will work. They're exactly the same. I've been dropping like beans and hints and announcements about stuff. So have I mentioned on stream what we're working on? Besides the Wizzy 10K, have I mentioned that we're working on a game? I know that I've hinted at it. I don't know how much I've actually said.
You gave it wasn't even an elevator pitch. It was like a 1-sentence description the last show I was on. So last Wednesday.
Okay.
So yeah.
Biverson Art says that we should play Trash X Maze Runner. Okay. Cool. And working on some mage mechanics. Definitely want to see those. Because
what does that even mean?
Mage mechanic? I'm guessing like spell casting things.
Or is it a mage who's also a mechanic like Wizzy the Purple?
I was gonna say that's Wizzy the Purple. Maybe they're magical mechanics for the mage mechanic.
Like Forge from the X-Men?
Yes.
Thank you for playing along.
My experience with the X-Men is as a kid remembering that that's about all that I remember of that show. Other than that the artwork like was like, this is more advanced than your standard like cartoon.
Okay. Two things real quick. One,
yeah,
that song was the ringtone on my phone for like 90% of my life ever since I got a cell phone.
0% surprise here.
They're coming back out they're actually picking that show back up. It's called X-Men 97.
I did hear about that.
It out. The whole original cast that did the voices that's still alive is coming back.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Go on.
You got to do it for the fans. Like spells, fire and ice. Okay. Well, there is a movie called Fire and Ice also, which was not well received, but looks really cool. Jazzwolf keeps sharing the main Wizzy Discord links instead of their personal link. No, Jazzwolf, you got to share yours, otherwise I won't know that
Yeah, I keep
people
doing
got
the same
invited.
thing,
It's like a
Jazzy.
referral link, right?
Mhm.
I'm keeping track of how many referrals our ambassadors get to Discord. I'm giving them some special prizes based on who does the most. So, uh, you know, got to click those referral links. All right, but anyway, X-Men aside, thank you, Biverson Art. We will check out that game after we share this video because I needed something to do on stream today.
Mhm.
Oh, besides that, we will be doing a normal Wizzy the Purple's hat giveaway. I think. Right? You okay with that, Lucas?
I would love to do that.
Okay, so we're gonna do a normal link form like we usually do on stream. But last stream, because I forgot that Lucas was away and I just did it solo, I shared our giveaway from the Discord. So there is an exclusive giveaway that's going to be running twice a day until the Wizzy 10K opens on our Discord. So I'm giving out at least 80 of these,
Mhm.
probably more. Depends on how quickly I get done with the Wizzy artwork. But we made Wizzy the Golden's prescient hat. Prescient means like being able to see the future, kind of.
Oh, okay.
So Wizzy the Golden's hat is done and minted. Has already been delivered to the first couple contest winners, and we are doing a giveaway in the general chat on the Wizzyverse Discord every 24 hours. So like it always ends on midnight, and I'm usually still up at that point, so I start it again like right after that one ends. I could probably queue up a few of them in advance, but that sounds like too much effort than just
It's a lot of effort.
doing it live. Um, so we're giving those away every 24 hours to the general chat. People can only win it once on the general chat because then they get a special role that excludes them from getting it again. But if you're holding a Wizzy NPC, there's additional channels on the Discord exclusive to which NPCs you hold. Each of the 8 Wizzy NPCs have their own channel where I give away some special stuff like 3D files, renders, and every day I rotate through those channels with a bonus hat giveaway. So currently, if you're holding Wizzy the Golden, I believe, you can go to the library channel on Discord, and it will let you enter a separate giveaway. And there's actually no limit on those. So Wizzy NPC holders can win multiples of these golden hats through those. So the more Wizzy NPCs you have, the more chances you get to win one of these hats. And
I love the names that you came up with for these channels.
that
The Mausoleum.
that was
dude,
some of the most fun that I've had. Like, I mean, I'm always
Always.
having fun with the Wizzyverse, but when I had to make those channels, I was like, oh, they got to have cool names. Obviously, Wizzy the Blue gets a windmill because that's
What is Wizzy the
that was-
Black gonna get?
that's the armory. So I can read the names of them right now.
Oh, I can't see that because I don't have him in my collection. Got it.
Oh yeah, I need to relist those because I had accidentally put them up for only a week and I forgot to relist them. And I said I was going to do it and I forgot because there's just a lot of things going on. So there is the windmill for Wizzy the Blue. Actually, I think I can just
Show a picture.
I can do yeah, that works. I can do. We're just gonna open MS Paint.
I'm planning on freezing, so I'm like posing.
Oh,
But I didn't freeze.
You didn't freeze.
As a weirdo.
So we've got this is the Tower channel group, which is all of the Wizzy related rooms specifically. So the only people who can see the Tower are people who hold Wizzy NFTs. This is an exclusive area for Wizzy holders. So not just the NPCs, but the hats and like anything that's in the Wizzyverse collection.
Secret.
So the Tower lobby is just a general chat area for those people. There's also a crypto trading hub, NFT trading hub. These are there's some bonus roles that you can claim to activate these if you want to be involved in those discussions. In general, there's like a little bit of talk about NFTs and crypto in the Tower Lobby chat, but it's mostly about like Wizzy stuff, and also people just socializing. But if you want to get like into a deep dive talk with Joe about crypto, or you want to talk to me about like my thoughts on NFTs and interoperability, you can jump into these channels. Now the windmill is for Wizzy the Blue. The library is for Wizzy the Golden. The workshop is for Santa Wizzy. The attic is for Wizzy the Orange. The conservatory is for Wizzy the Green. The lab is for Wizzy the Purple. The mausoleum is for Wizzy de los Muertos. And the armory is for Wizzy the Black. And if you have all 8 of those, you get access to the orrery. An orrery is like a star observational room. It describes several different aspects of like stargazing, but that's what that is. What I would like eventually to happen is our tower, our social hub for the Wizzyverse is going to be the tower, and I would like to make each of these sections places in the tower, which are token gated. Whether the tech to token gate them exists when we want to make that experience or not, we have yet to see. So we'll start working on it, and those areas might be open to all at first, or maybe like have some under construction kind of spaces. But we want to do some cool stuff with this, and I had a lot of fun thinking up of what these places mean as I set them up. And then we've got some chat rooms for everybody. We actually sometimes us and the ambassadors will jump into like a call and do a Discord activity. So we'll play some of the Discord games that are like in the chat, and you can come hang out with us there. So if you're ever interested in doing that, you can always pop in there and see about starting one.
Those games are fun too.
What does this mean? This giveaway does not allow daily entries. You can only enter at once. Yeah, that's correct. Now, somebody did say that they hadn't clicked the button already, and that happened to them. I'm not sure why it does that. Yeah, I said this is my first entry. So that happened to somebody else, and I don't know. Honestly, like I looked at all the dyno settings for the way we do those giveaways, and it doesn't there's like no setting or indication. I can't actually see who's entered or not. It's just a blind number. It says that 100 people have entered, and I go, okay. There's no listing of it on my side, so there's not a lot that I can do about it. Now, like I said, these are every 24 hours, so there's a new chance each day, and there's 200 of these hats. So I've got at least 100 days to do these 2 giveaways a day. Maybe we'll say like 180 days, because there are maybe some extras that get given out in other ways. But they are exclusively given out on the Discord. I'm not dropping them to here on Twitch. I'm not selling any. I'm not doing giveaways outside of that Discord. So you either win it on that Discord or you get it from somebody on secondary. That's the only way you're going to be able to get the golden hats. All right. Yeah, if it says that does not allow daily entries, I would just try again the next day, because there will be another giveaway.
Show.
All right. Now, with all that said, we've got a little video. I dropped this to the chat. We announced this in the white paper. So if you looked at the white paper, you've already heard about this, and you've heard me hinting at it before. Since Halloween, actually, we started working on this game for Halloween, and then we ended up doing Belphegor's Ball instead. And all the credit goes to Halfdork, because he put in all the work on Belphegor's Ball. Me and Panda and some other people did a few like assets for it, and I helped like guide some ideas for Belphegor's Ball. But Halfdork slapped that game together in a few days, because he's amazing at this. And then since then, he's been working on this, and this is one of the main things that the Wizzy 10K would be funding. So we treat the Wizzy 10K kind of like a Kickstarter. If
Hmm.
you get a Wizzy 10K avatar, not only are you getting the avatar, you're also getting the all the equipment, the 6 pieces of equipment, which basically outprice the avatar that you get for free on top of getting the avatar. But then you're also helping fund our game development. We are going to try to do at least 9 games over the next 2 or 3 years.
Oh
To
my, a lot
Yeah,
of games.
we've got this budget planned out till 2025, using the Wizzy 10K funding to pay Half Dork and other people to develop these games. Um, so we're gonna just take a quick look. It's only 2 minutes long. This is what we've been working on. So this is it.
Mucho excited.
There is music, just Lukus can't hear it.
I can't. I'll have to go back and watch the show later.
You can also just watch this on Discord because they dropped it in the channels that Lukus has access to. I think. If you're in the alpha and beta chat.
Mhm.
So we see we're chasing Rector around here. He's like a trickster god, kind of. He's teleporting to different parts each time you attack him.
As trickster gods often do.
Mm-hmm. Now this is alpha footage, so like probably everything you're looking at is going to change. But now every single time you die, the experience changes. Not going to add Benny Hill music to it.
I was just thinking that.
That is a licensing fee that I don't want to pay. So you can see that we've gotten to like some of the same rooms, but we're actually encountering different enemies in each of these rooms. I think the second room is actually different for a couple of these. And we got a boss fight. All right, so what's going on there is if you're not familiar with roguelikes, roguelikes have a long tradition that started back in the 80s. I think it was the 80s, where it was a text-based game, not text-based in like typing, but the graphical interface was actually made out of characters because they didn't have like pixel graphics unless you went to an arcade. I'm not sure where this lines up with like arcade games, but historically, but on computers, your whole map layout was made out in characters, and you could move up, left, down, and right. I don't know why I said it in that order. Um, and as you encounter different enemies, which were different like letters and characters, you would fight them, and it was an RPG, so it was based on you couldn't really like block. You could run away, but you couldn't like choose different attacks. But it's like you would attack, they would attack. It was all turn based, and whoever had the higher attack and the more health would win that fight. And you would eventually level up, and you could find food to heal yourself. You could find potions, but you didn't know what the potions were. You had to learn what the potions did to you. Like you'd find a blue potion, and it could cure all your ailments. It could reveal the whole rest of the floor to you. It could kill you. Like that you just had to take the. Well, I don't know if there was a potion that would straight up kill you, but there was, I think, a poison. So you kind of had to learn what the different color bottles would do because it'd be different every time you played. And this map would procedurally generate out until you've explored all of this dungeon, and then you would go down to the next level, and you'd keep on going. And I think eventually there was actually an end game to rogue. I've never gotten there because I've always died from something at some point. So there's just a lot of like mystery and a lot of learning and a lot of unlocking, and it's very replayable because every time you do it, it's something new. So when presets came back to the game maker, in was it in 0.7 that it came back? I think it
2.8.
was. Was it 0.8? Was it that long
I
ago?
believe so.
Okay. Well, when the presets came back, I got super excited about the ability for us to bundle the entire logic of a room as a preset, as well as enemy spawners in that preset. So when you come to a room, the room layout is going to be different. The enemies that spawn there are going to be different. And Half Dork has done amazing work to make a an original randomization engine in the game maker. He may have had some help from Cyber Dragon, but you know we all have in one way or another had some help from Cyber Dragon.
Hmm.
Um, and uh, this thing works really stably. I've seen him play it a few times. I haven't had a chance to dive in that much myself yet, but once we get the Wizzy 10K squared away, I'm gonna be all over this thing, figuring out what we could do with it. Um, so we've been working on lore. We've been working on what the dungeons are for like the past, I don't know, like 6 months or so. I've had a whiteboard up in the back of my office with like sketches of how this whole thing's gonna work. We've got 4 rooms on each floor, 4 floors going down, a final boss fight at the end. We've been thinking about like end game content and like new game plus kind of stuff, and just all the different ways that we can work with this. So um, we've held on to the secret for a real long time. We didn't want to reveal it too soon, but we really hope that everybody will be interested in helping support us by getting a Wizzy avatar, because that's the biggest thing you can do to help Half Dork along. um, so that's what we're up to. That's what we've been doing behind the scenes, along with other things. So yeah, I'm super hyped to have a game that's not just we're not just trying to make combat interesting. Like we are making combat interesting. I think we're coming up with different ways that enemies can fight you. It's not just melee, smash and bash through everything. It's we've got different types of attacks, different mechanics that enemies will be defeated by. So each kind of enemy that you encounter is going to have something unique about them. So combat's going to be interesting. There will be puzzles, and then it's going to be unforgiving too. It's going to test you and test your patience a little bit to motivate you to dive deeper into the dungeon, because you probably won't beat it on the first try, or maybe even the first dozen tries, because there is permadeath. So if you die, you get a game over and you have to start over, and you're going to encounter a totally new experience on the way down. But hopefully each time it's exciting and fresh and super replayable. So that's what we've been up to.
That's exciting. Replayability is something that I know a lot of people are really intrigued by, because obviously that's what makes a good game great.
Mm-hmm. And I know Half Dork has been asking me about ways that we can kind of like open source this too. So we don't plan on revealing like all the game files and like how everything works before releasing the game. But I would like Half Dork to be able to show everybody how to make something like this as well, to show how the mechanics work. So that's many months away, but something that we would like to give back to the community in a show you how to improve your games with mechanics like these. So Gwiz says, do you have any pro forma contacts, license agreements for Sandbox publishing? Would be dreamy if we could have for UGC. Takes time to get them in place, often too long for movies, TV. So as you know, WMG is a partner of the Sandbox, and the former, I want to say he's the former director of partnerships at WMG or something like that. Um, is actually Sandbox staff now, so he has been
Hmm.
for over a year now. So I want to say Bertrand Levy. Is that his name? I think it's
I don't
Bertrand.
know.
Well, there is a guy named Bertrand Levy. I think it's the same guy. It's been a while since
Okay.
I've talked to him. I used to talk to him all the time, but it's been a long year. Um, so
Yes, it has.
he works with WMG and with the Sandbox, and we have this partnership going on. So as far as like how that passes on music rights to the Sandbox and creators, I'm not sure what's in the works for that. I think it would be pretty cool if we could have some sort of kind of like streaming agreement where people could put WMG tracks in their game. But I don't know if that's being worked on, but that'd be pretty sweet. Um, as far as getting other music in the Sandbox, um, I think a lot of that will be left up to people making arrangements with on their own, kind of the same way it works for stuff like YouTube.
Mm.
Because we're working on building this streaming platform where you can upload songs. So as long as you get the proper rights, if you have some sort of agreement with an artist that you're working for, or if you are using some platform that allows for music licensing, you do have to be careful with those platforms because a lot of them are not designed for game production. They're designed for like they'll give you licenses based on like, oh, if you get 100,000 views on YouTube on this video, this is the price structure for that. If you get 1 million
Mm.
views on YouTube, here's the price structure for that, and it'll be based on those sorts of things. That becomes more complicated when you talk about somebody playing a game, how long they play the game, how many times they hear the song in the game, how many times does the song like stop and repeat. It's a whole that kind of license is very different, and I don't know of too many. I know that licensing places for game music do exist, but I'm not sure how compatible they are with our ecosystem. So we'll have to look into stuff like that. Um, mm, mm. All right. So there was what was the game that we were asked to?
From Viverson Art, we were asked to
Yeah, thank
play
you.
a Trash X Maze Runner. If you go to the Alex stream chat, you'll
Got it.
find that and the
Thank you.
other game we were asked to play.
Sweet. My throat's like really dry today. I don't know what's going on there. I think like allergies or something.
I've had to take a couple showers today because my eyes just keep puffing up. I don't know if I've touched something and then I'm touching my eyes or whatnot, but I'm right there with you, my dude.
Mm.
So right now we are looking for Trash X Maze Runner by
Oh, that's what it
Viverson
was.
Art.
I typed in trash maze.
Oh, I didn't see that. I was just putting it in
I,
the chat so
no,
people were
I
listening.
wrote the wrong thing. There we go. Trash X Maze Runner version 1.0.
Oh snap!
Let's check this out.
If it's version 1.0, that means there's gonna be a 2.0,
Of course, that's obviously
and
what
I
happens.
love seeing that.
Did we get our giveaway link out in the chat yet?
We haven't. Can I send it now?
Yeah, let's do that.
Pickety bam!
All right, we need to collect 10 sand tokens. 1 second. Have to scroll the chat back. Here we go. All right. Okay, it looks like we're clearing out. It actually looks like we're cleaning up a computer chip. And do we have? If we have a time limit, it's very long because I don't see the timer ticking down. Oh, it looks like we got. Oh, here's the trash. We got chased by trash cans. Can I run
Huh?
around you? Aha! It's like
Can you punch
Pac-Man
it?
kind of.
Can you
Ah!
punch it in the
Killed.
face?
That's such a happy you died. Oh, it resets, so we have to redo everything. So okay. So
Congratulations, you're dead. Thank you.
So you do have to start over.
Okay.
You can run around them, but you have to do it quickly and carefully.
Can you jump at all?
It looks like jumping is either turned off or there's something on top of my head.
You're hitting something.
Ah! Ah! Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very much like Pac-Man now. Okay, they're chasing me through, and what the?
Go away.
Why are you there?
No.
Oh, there's another one down there. These guys are aggressive.
They are. No means no, Mr. Trash Man. So the green stuff, is that you need to collect the green stuff or you just need to collect the tokens?
You just need to collect the tokens.
Okay.
The green stuff, I don't know what it does. Like, I don't know if it gives me health. What I have a feeling it does is it probably blocks the way so the trash cans don't follow you. So they're just kind of like idle until they sense you. That one is like they're blocking that path off. I don't know if I can
Being a big old
get around
jerk.
here. Got it.
So Panda just raided us.
Hey,
So,
Panda.
I'm gonna drop the giveaway form
Woo.
again for
Level
all
clear.
the raidees.
Hi, Raidies.
That's a word, right? Raidee?
Raiders.
Yeah. Who says it like that?
Indiana Jones.
Can't disrespect Harrison Ford.
Mm.
I like it. I'll allow it. If you leave the green stuff there, do the robots run into it?
Well, so Sandbox assets can't run through objects with collision. Oh no! Got me. So this has good. I like that this has like multiple levels. That there's a progression here. So like this guy. Oop! Oh no! I touched it. I was trying to show how close I could get before he would like get aggroed, but he doesn't see me because of the green. The green is like a thing that's in the way, so he's just like blind to me.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty tense. Ah! No! You can kill them? What? Nobody said that.
Can you kill them?
Oh, can you kill them? I doubt it. Let's see. I can charge up. Let's see. No.
They are immortal.
You die pretty instantly when they come up to you, so you don't even have time to get like an attack in there. So I'm not even taking damage. They void me.
Wow. It's impressive.
So I wonder what happens if I think about this more carefully and like don't let them approach me.
Don't do it. Ooh, coming
Oh,
after you anyway.
That one ran through the edge. Ah, what?
They are aggressive.
They're fast. Like in Pac-Man, you can outrun the ghosts pretty easily, but these ones like.
They ain't having it. If that sound doesn't make you happy, then you're clearly dead inside.
Back when I lived in an apartment, well, there was a point where our apartment did have. Later on, our apartment did get a washer and dryer, but when we first moved there, we had to use the laundromat, and they had Ms. Pac-Man in there, which I play frequently. There was just a really loud boom of thunder. So if I suddenly if the stream abruptly ends, it's probably because I lost power.
Fair enough.
Just a warning. It has happened before.
So do the tokens regenerate over time?
Nope, those were ones that I had passed up earlier
Gotcha.
because I was trying to avoid getting chased. But
Death?
they're already chasing me
Death
now,
robots?
so I'm just gonna live with it. Is there one in the wall? There's like glowing red like coming out from that wall, so it feels almost.
See that? He's
the
waiting.
last one. Aha! Level clear. All right. Pac-Man Sandbox Edition. Don't tell Day Electronics. This one feels different than Pac-Man, just because the way that they chase and the layout and the objective is a little different. So yeah, was I supposed to delete that whole wall? What's the goal
Who
there?
knows?
Oh my god! Okay, this is actually this is hitting like a good vibe for me. I actually
does it remind you of Snake at all?
that's not what I mean. I mean like
Okay.
I have like recurring dreams of being chased, kind of like in a where it just feels like like when Neo in the Matrix is being chased by all of the
Smiths?
all the Mr. Smiths, and is that the second one? That's it, kind of like that feeling of just like this hopeless chase, and it's not necessarily a good feeling, but I don't really have nightmares anymore. And it's not like I'm super scared. It's just like, oh, I gotta hide, which I think is why I enjoy horror games. So they are so angry in this one.
They do not like you. You have insulted their mother, or you stole their dad's job, or I don't know what's happening here, but these guys clearly got it out for you. Ooh, I know what it was. You littered.
I litter. I feel like I'm cleaning up there. I feel like I cleaned up the litter, but I guess that means I'm stealing their job.
Yeah,
Maybe I did take their dad's job.
Yeah, there you go. We figured it out. You're out here destabilizing their economy.
Ooh. Oh, I thought I was gonna get trapped in the corner. Oh my god.
This is exciting.
They're relentless. There's like there's no place to rest.
No. You rest when you're dead, Alex.
It's true.
Had a moment before. It's a really big game, too. Or at least it feels big.
Yeah, I think it's a 1x1. But the scope. Oh no! It feels like it's just right as far as the camera zoom out. If it was zoomed out a little bit more, I could make decisions to like not run a certain way. But I think that's part of the fun of it, right? Is that I don't know that the surprise is there. Oh, you want to talk about surprises?
Yes.
I will. Next time I die, I'm gonna send something to the Discord chat. I'll pull it up on the screen. It's on my phone right now, and the phone screen doesn't work well for me to point it at the camera.
That never comes out classy.
No, it doesn't work great, especially with the green screen filter and stuff. That was a mistake. This was a mistake. I'm just barely faster than them. And it's only like if it's a sustained run I can get away from them, but if I change directions they like cut me off too quickly.
Is this for a game jam, or is this just because?
I think it's just because it's not a game jam
That's awesome.
theme that I know of.
Yeah. I feel like every once in a while,
I only need 9 more.
some that aren't in the lead kind of like veer off for some reason. And I'm like, are they trying to trap him? Are they learning?
Okay. All right. Where's my phone? Here it is. So, if you want to talk about a jump scare in wait, did they kill me without me doing anything?
Mm-hmm.
Did they
You
just
died
run?
twice.
They ran
You
right through the
double
bushes.
died.
Oh, they do run right through the. Okay, so I guess there's no collision on those. If there was collisions on those blocks, then it would prevent them from running through. Um,
Triple die?
let's see. Where is the chat? Here it is. Alex stream, and I'm gonna share a picture. So, I walk out of the bathroom this morning and nearly have a heart attack because this is at eye level for me as I walk around the corner. it's it's about the same size as a human head,
Mm-hmm.
and it's right here for me, and it's just at the corner, and it's my daughter's bedroom door is at like an obtuse angle from the bathroom door because
Mm-hmm.
the house is kind of like it's a little crunched, so it's the bathroom door is like this, and my daughter's door is like this. So as I'm walking out the bathroom door this way, there's just this thing a foot away from my head in the corner of my eye, and it moves because it's a balloon.
Mm.
It's an inflated balloon, and it's tied to something, but it floated out of the door, and so it just moves out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, God! just...
You're like, okay, this is how I die. Got it.
That's what woke me up this morning. It was not caffeine. It was just that. Just
Adrenaline. When I was
and of all the things it had to be an Among Us.
when I was a little kid, I remember like the first time, like this is the first like memory I have of being just terrified.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, all the clothing we wore was always either hand me down or from the secondhand store.
Sure.
And I'd never had any new like winter clothing before. And
Okay.
my mom had gotten a new job, and it was paying a lot better than her last one, and so she got excited and went out and purchased me brand new like winter clothing. I mean, a long sleeve shirt and long sleeve pants, and she wanted to surprise me with this. So
Oh no.
around midnight, she
Oh
puts them
no.
both on a hanger so they're connected.
Oh no.
And I slept in a bunk bed. She puts it on the bunk bed so that I'll wake up and see it. But she also cracks the door a little bit so that the hall light can come in a little bit. So I open my eyes as she's leaving because all I hear is this crack. And I open my eyes and I roll over, and there's just this figure standing there. And there was also a ski mask that was over the top of the hanger, so there was eyes and everything. And
Did you just lay there transfixed for like 3 hours?
until the sun came up.
Oh, okay.
It was
Like usually I
it
would
was
fall
like a
asleep
good-
eventually.
No, there was no sleep. It was pure terror. I was just like, oh my god, there's the monsters under the bed are finally out from under the bed. What is happening? This is terrifying. And then the next morning, my mom comes into my room. She's like, surprise! And I'm just like sitting there, bloodshot eyes, hyperventilating. And she's like, oh my god, what's happening?
I've made a mistake.
Little bit. But hey, you know what? It was made with love.
I only need 5 more. Oh, they're all right here. No! Ah, I was so close. Ah.
3 away. You keep getting closer.
Okay. What I really need to do is I need to turn on the automatic sprint, so I'm not holding shift down with my pinky.
I think that hasn't been on this whole time.
Yeah, like look, no trail behind me. Although it's not making a huge speed difference. I think the running speed was cranked up for the character. Ah.
You
Yeah,
have your
I
fast
thought I could
shoes
do that.
on, the ones with the lightning bolts on them.
Let's see, what was it? Z? Is it Z that changes?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's not making a difference.
That's sad.
Anyway, yeah, I remember one time I had to have been like 8 or 9. My comforter kind of got like piled up like next to me,
Mm-hmm.
and in a half like asleep state, I thought that there was somebody on the bed next to me, and I was just and I it might have only been like 10 minutes, but
Mm.
as a sleepy child, could have it felt like 5 hours of just like laying
Forever.
there staring at it until eventually like working up the courage to like tap it and go, oh, it's my comforter.
It's
Just
made of
it's
cloth.
it's just the blanket piled up next to me. Like, that was it.
Darn it.
That's a very vivid memory for me. Just being like, who's there?
Okay, so Conrad says, I was like 4 and terrified of the director's cut guide for Resident Evil. I tucked myself in between my wall and bed with blankets covering all of me, but the smallest eye holes. Everyone thought I was gone because of how it looked. I passed out after like 6 hours of terror. They even called the cops to look for me.
Wait, you watched Resident Evil when you were 4?
That's no. Resident Evil director's cut.
Wow.
Director's cut guide.
Wait, was it a book or was it a movie? Was this? I did it! Ah! I'm older than that. I know. That's why I was confused, Conrad. You said
It was the cover of the game guide. Got it.
okay. Yeah, I was thinking the movies didn't come out that long ago. Even it still weirds me out that you were 4 when Resident Evil the game came out. When did that came out for PlayStation, right? I would have been at least like 7. The movie came out in 2002.
We gonna play another game now?
Oh wait, did I actually win? I saw stuff happening on the screen and then I got distracted by.
It kicked you out. It said, "Later, dude. We're done with you."
Oh, it came out in,
See you again in
1996. So yeah, it came out when I was 7. I'm not very much older than Conrad. I'm older enough than Conrad that it like it doesn't feel like there's an age difference. But then he talks about being 4 when something was out. I'm like, what? No way. Somebody else asked
You're a
us to play a
liar.
game.
Yes, Steve. I'll put it in both chats. But
Masio2XX says Steve Aoki Game Jam Cosmic Party.
yes.
So the voting is all finished for the Game Jam. We are doing the Game Jam Award ceremony this Saturday, so make sure you tune in at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on twitch.tv/Sandbox Game. The Sandbox Game, sorry.
Channel you're on right now.
Yeah, right here. If you're watching right now, you're in the right place. Just come back
Just
here,
be here.
exactly here,
Yeah.
at 2 p.m.
Bookmark.
Eastern Time, 3 hours before this show started, for the Steve Aoki Game Jam Awards. Oh, it's just the. Okay, I can understand why a 4-year-old would be terrified of this book cover.
Yeah.
So,
This
that
one's a
was...
little nibble. little nibble. Little one.
Panda Pops is still scared of stairs and lights being turned off. She used to do it. Oh, wait. Sorry, the game music's a little too loud for me to talk. Panda says, my mum had Chucky on TV when I was 2. She didn't think I was paying attention. I was. I was terrified of large dolls, and my aunt thought it was hilarious to turn off lights during my childhood and say in a creepy voice, Chucky is going to get you.
Okay, so
And
we're talking about.
still terrified of stairs and lights being turned off. She used to do it when I was at the top of the stairs. That's dangerous. That's terrible.
Mm-hmm. It's terrible. So if we're talking about things that intentionally scare people, intentionally scaring us. When I think I've told you this before. When I was a little kid, my parents had rented it, like when it first came out.
Yeah,
And,
the BBC production. Or was it BBC?
Yeah.
I think it was BBC.
It might have been. I don't know. But they looked at me and my brothers, and they were like, "Go to your room. No watching this. Under no circumstances are you guys to watch this." And so we went to our room for about 30 seconds, and then we snuck out, and we were hiding on the stairs. I had this blanket that was basically the same material as the carpet, so I could put it over me and like hide on the stairs, and it was pretty camouflage. And I sat there and watched a majority of the movie. But what happened was I was watching it first because I wanted to. And then it got to certain points where I was so scared I couldn't move. And I didn't want to watch it anymore, but I was kind of frozen. And then
the old
later
It
on,
goes hard. It didn't play around. Like, I mean, I like the new one too also, but the old one definitely this is messed up.
Slaps right in the fear membrane. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna come to get you. Well, my dad eventually found us on the stairs watching the movie, and he was just like, "I told you." My brothers, they both scrammed. I was still there, and he was like, "I told you not to watch this, and now I'm gonna have to. You're gonna get punished, but I'm not gonna tell you how, and I'm not gonna tell you when. Just sometime in the future, it's gonna happen." About a week and a half later, he took us to Barnum and Bailey Circus.
Oh, no.
And he went up to a clown and goes, "Hey, my little boy just loves clowns. Would you just run up and just start screaming in his face? That would just make his day." And so the clown's like, "Yeah, absolutely." So he runs up to me. He's like, "Hello, little boy." And I smack him in the face with my flashlight, and I run off. And my parents were searching for me for the next 6 hours. The circus was closed, and I was hiding in a bathroom under this white sink that looked like it was from the scene where all the blood shoots out of the sink. And so I ran in, and I saw the sink, and I was like, "Well, this is how I die. I'm not leaving here. I'm staying in this spot for the rest of my existence."
This is great prep work for our next unannounced event. Oh man. People should be taking notes. So, oh yeah. Horror movies like never really bothered me. There was always the show. I think I was just too defiant because TV shows they would always have. There was always one episode on every sitcom where the kids watch the rated R movie. They sneak into the rated R movie, or they watch something that they're not supposed to watch, and then they have nightmares the next night, and then they learn their lesson. It was like it was a staple of all the '90s sitcoms, and I was like, they're wimps. Like I probably didn't watch anything that scary super young. The scariest thing I probably ever watched was Willow when I was like 5. But I don't know. They just never really they never scared me like that. Like the week of like feeling nervous when trying to sleep after that jump scare in Visage was the worst I've ever had anything from horror. That was just, it was too much. Oh man. There was something else that reminded me of. Oh yeah, if you want to talk about breaking games. Escape Room Artist says that they want to take us all to haunted houses. I love going to haunted houses. I haven't been to one since college because they did one on my college campus, and I also break games in real life because we went to this haunted house, and I think I only went through once because there was a really long line to go through. And one of the very first things in the haunted house was a long hallway where you walk in, and then there's like that ringtone from, I don't remember if it's from The Ring or some other movie, but there's a ringtone that's like famous in horror movie in a particular horror movie series, and I can't remember what it was, but it played, and then one of those Japanese style like ring slash grudge ghost girls, long black hair down and white gown, uh, appears at the end of the hallway, slowly walking towards you at the start of the hallway. Uh, and then while you're like not feeling like walking towards her, a guy with a very loud fake chainsaw, or it might have even been a real chainsaw just with the blades off. This guy in like butcher garb, big guy, jumps out with the chainsaw right behind you, and so you have to run down the hallway past the ghost to get away from him. But the thing that I did, and I pulled, there was like one or two people with me. I pulled them along with me. As soon as the lights started flickering, we booked to the end of the hallway. And we actually ended up behind the ghost girl when she came out. So she comes out and is kind of like looking around like, where are they? And then the chainsaw guy jumps out. He's like, "Rah, ah!" Like, where? And then we just slip out the door, like at the end of the hallway. Just we're like, oh, bye.
Bye.
We circumvented your scare. This is the way I play horror games. This is what I do in real life in a creepy situation. I just Leroy Jenkins it to the end of the hallway. All right. So we've got a Steve Aoki Game Jam game. Which I think I waited too long and now the music finished. But this is Cosmic Party by... I saw the name, where'd it go? By Masio2XX. Let's check this one out. Explore the mind of the mysterious DJ and find many memories. So we got this cool globe bike.
Ooh, that is neat. I've always hated how my bike's wheels were just so linear. They could just be balls. That would be so much better.
Well, if we run, our legs flail behind us. That's pretty cool.
That's an
what happens
awesome
if we
animation.
Roll? Oh, we do like... Oh, we can drift! If we... It's like we slide underneath something. That's pretty cool. Ooh, what? All right, we got some BMX action going on here. We're doing, I don't know what this is called because I was into skateboarding, not into bikes, but I know this is a thing. I think you usually keep your hand on the handlebars, but that's still, it's fine. Look, Bob, no hands.
Physics.
So that I would point out that the knees are bent a little awkwardly for the back here,
It does
but
look painful.
Yeah, but it's difficult to do animation like this. I'd say just keep practicing that. Try to get those knees going forwards. Because other than that, like this is good. All right. So what are we doing? We're feeding the mysterious DJ for energy. Is that the mysterious DJ? He's very glowy. Feed. Oh, okay. It's one of these kind of games. So we're gonna. Oh, we missed. He just kicks the pizza, so we gotta time it to get close enough to him.
That pizza.
I gotta send it way earlier.
Yeah, it's floating around.
So we're gonna send it now, and maybe it'll be close to his head. Yeah, there we go. So you gotta do it like right as he bounces, a little bit before he bounces on the edge there.
I mean, who wouldn't want someone to shoot pizza at them from a cannon?
There we go.
Literally asked for this on my birthday every year for the past 10 years.
I just want the fire hose to shoot pizza.
Is that too much to ask?
Of physics,
no.
I mean,
No,
they
not.
might need to put the pizza in the blender first, so.
You just got to make it sure it's piping hot before you bazooka it, because then it'll get to you and it'll be nice and like it'll be the perfect temperature. It'll cool off as it's flying through the air.
There's a, Rhett and Link, right? The YouTubers that have been around since like before YouTube.
Hmm.
I think they had a TV show like right before YouTube started, and
Okay.
then when YouTube started, they were like, "We're gonna do this." So they're like the granddaddies of YouTubers. Um, and they've been doing Good Mythical Morning and other shows for a long time now.
Okay.
Um, they did a song a long time ago that it was like a manliness, like a man off, like who's the more manly one. It's I think it was
Okay.
the epic rap. I think it was actually in partnership with Epic Rap Battles, which was a thing back then.
Epic rap
I don't.
battles of history.
Yeah, those people. I think they did it with them, or at least it was in that style.
Dude,
And it was
amazing.
it, it
I
was
love
it
that.
was
Go
like
on.
who's the more manly? And there's just a line in there like I'm gonna convert my garden hose to dispense nacho cheese, and he's like just gallons of nacho cheese pouring all over him out of a garden hose. That stays with me. It's a life goal, really. It's what it is.
Mm,
All right, catch
good one.
lost notes in the net to bring back memories. Uh oh, no net. Got it. Take. Ah, okay, that's cool. It's like attached to our bike.
So there's one epic rap battles of history. It's Stephen King versus Edgar Allan Poe, and it is amazing.
I like that our globe wheels let us climb.
What else would they do? You're going up, you're going down, you're going all around.
Yeah. No, it's cool the way it works.
Yeah, yeah,
All
I
right.
like it too.
Uh,
You're very skilled on this bicycle. This
yeah, I'm
bicicleta.
I'm an X Games pro. That's
Makes sense.
what do you expect?
I expect exactly what's happening. So thank you for not disappointing. Oh, you know what?
Hmm.
I'm gonna close that contest now.
Yeah, let's do that.
Ah,
Oh no, I fell. Oh, cool. We got a whole. Well, there's ducks. There's a whole big space out here. How big is this spot? Does it say? All right, we gotta go back. Whoa. Ah! I have a little trouble with that jump off the end of the dismount. There we go. Nope. Ah! I'm going too fast. I need to slow down. I need to take a chill pill.
Patient Pete.
Were you there for that conversation with
Which one?
with Joe? He
Joe has said Patient Pete quite a few times, possibly.
he said patient Pete to his dad, and his dad thought he was insane.
No, that was me. I said that.
Oh, you
Oh
said.
wait, maybe it happened
Oh,
to Joe too.
or okay, no, you told the story about you learned the phrase from Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was mixing up who was telling the story, and so you told the story. You said it to your dad, and your dad thought you were insane.
That was a Looney Tune. It was wonderful.
I'm pretty sure it's a real phrase. I'm sure I've heard it before. How do you get up? Oh, I have to go. Wait, did I miss the opportunity to go? Oh, you can ride on the wall. I was missing. That's what I was missing. Although, no, I'm still not sure how to get there. Do I jump from over there? That seems way too far. We'll see. Nope. I don't know if I can get back to those. Am I missing something? I'm not sure if I have a way back up. Maybe the left corner. I'm what is left is constantly changing for me, so you'll have to.
That's fair.
This is north. This is west. This is east, and this is south. So, um, can I? Ooh, no! Ah, I fell. I need what I really need is some like Tony Hawk energy music right now.
Ooh, I was just gonna say some Pennywise playing in the background.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see Pennywise.
When?
November. My wife and I are going on a cruise. It's the Flogging Molly cruise, so we get to like cruise the Caribbean, listening to Flogging Molly every night. Well, I don't know if they're playing every night, but and then like Pennywise and a bunch of other bands are gonna be there.
That's awesome.
Pennywise is really what sold me. I was like, heck yeah. I didn't even know they were still around.
Yeah.
All right.
I got that winner.
That seems way too far. Who's our winner?
I'm gonna tell you who our winner is. I'm gonna tell you right now.
All right.
I'm stalling for time because I lost.
Well, I'm gonna try respawn. We'll see if that.
Congratulations goes out to Mr. Furious X, who have won
Hey!
Rizzy's enhanced purple hat.
Congrats.
Wear it with pride, my friend.
All right, so I had a feeling this was the case, and it's definitely something that you'd want to fix. That you can only get to these platforms from when you first jump in from the hole. Unless I'm missing something. I could be missing something, but it seems like you can only get to these platforms when you first jump in, and it's way too easy to not hit those first, and then players have to, oh no, I missed it. Then players miss the opportunity. They have to respawn, which some players will not understand that they need to do. Like I have to do it all the time, so it's kind of second nature for me to hit respawn and retry something. But
no, but you're right. It isn't. Not everybody thinks of that all the time.
Wait, could I just reach that from there? Oh, I'm Lukus. Cover your ears. I'm an idiot. How did I not see? How did I not see that before? Was that was probably the left corner that was being recommended to me? Also,
I'm gonna scream at you.
Somehow I didn't make the connection that I could jump from this blueberry planet here to there. So it's not even that big of a deal.
It's not even that big of a deal. So why are you going around and calling yourself an idiot?
Okay. I did something kind of silly.
There we go. That's okay.
That. Yeah.
Good grief, Charlie Brown. Good grief.
Oh, how do I latch onto that though?
How do you stick onto that part of the wall?
Well, I think I have to treat it like a vertical ladder, but I want to ride on it sideways though. Like I want that to be the way that it goes, but I don't think it will be. Ooh.
I love when the legs are just flying behind you.
Yeah. Oh wait, can I crawl? Okay, I can sit.
Want to do, baby boo.
I can sit, and what happens if I? I mean, I guess that's how you would do it.
How I'd do it.
Okay, crouch is like just chilling out by your doing a little dance. So I would maybe switch up the animation a bit. So like having crouch or walk be like oh yeah, what's walk? Z. I feel like it's not Z that changes the speed, is it? Ah, there we go.
It's not Z anymore?
No, it's I don't know that it's ever been Z. Maybe it was Z during season 3. It's the pipe above enter. backslash slash pipe.
Pipe? Who calls it pipe? I need
That's
to know
that's
that right now.
that's the name of that character. That vertical line. What do you call
It's
it?
called pipe?
What do you call it? Just the line? Vertical
Yeah,
line?
the vertical line.
It's called a pipe. That's the official name for it. Don't at me. I did typesetting for like 10 years.
I feel like Mario Brothers has been lying to me this whole time.
That's still a pipe.
Nothing like that.
Do we have to collect these records?
No, you don't have
Lost
to.
vinyl
You get
records.
to.
Alright, this one's pretty straightforward. I just want to get out into that rainbow land. Get back here.
Rainbow Road. No matter what franchise it's in, it's always amazing. Be it Thor
Woo!
or Mario, it's always fun.
Space Run. Gotta find the hearts. Do we jump on the ducks? Ah!
Go for it.
Oh no. Okay, good. Well, at least we have a respawn there. That's good. I'm having a hard
those
time with the ducks. They're slippery little fellas.
Yeah, they're looking good. Can't even tell they're voxels until you get like right up next to them.
Yeah, they look like they were probably an object import in a magical voxel. How am I supposed to? I feel like I'm supposed to jump on the ducks. But
I follow
heads...
the rainbows.
Oh, I guess you could do that too. Hollow knows how I feel about this. Oh, maybe I can't stand on clouds. What if I jump on
that does make sense. Planet.
Okay, I can go on the planet. And then... Aha! Then I can ride the rainbow. And then fall right down! Because the clouds have no collision.
Oh, no. What is that
Okay.
thing? Did you leave something behind?
Yeah, the net.
You don't need it anymore?
Wait, what? I'm stuck doing a wheelie. Oh no, I broke the game! No! So there's a danger if you die while like in the climbing position or something, it can do this.
Really? So this is a known issue?
It's we've encountered it a few times before. It doesn't happen very often. It's happened to me maybe like 3 or 4 times ever.
Okay.
But then you get stuck. We are now stuck.
Well.
Oh, so obviously I can't finish that last part, which was the part I was excited for because you can see it out the window the whole time you're playing. I like that window giving me a nice view to the upcoming area because it's like, ooh, it gives me something to be like motivated for. I want to do that thing later. Some of the aspects of like the collection quests here are when you've got a whole, like the records in the room, you've got a whole bunch of records to collect. Like, why 25 of them? There doesn't feel like a lot of reason for the player to do it except to unlock the next area. So it's the motivation to do it is kind of like you want the task itself to be fun.
Why 4?
Yeah, so like, yes, we want to get to the next area, but that particular puzzle is not as fun because you just have to collect these records that are all kind of spinning the same way. So it's not. It would be more interesting to have them, like the second room. We have to like do all this parkour stuff to get to those objects. That's more engaging than having them just kind of spin in the space. So thinking of more ways to make it engaging as a puzzle to the player will help improve how fun the game is to play. So that way, like specifically the collecting of the records just kind of feels like cleaning up a messy room. It's like a little bit of a chore almost. So you want to make it fun. You want to add something that makes it challenging besides the bird motion on them, because that's not really challenging. It's just a slight inconvenience to grabbing them out of the air. So um, the pizza launch works pretty well. There are probably ways that you could tweak it to make it a little bit more responsive and a little more exciting. And I'd maybe reduce the total number of times you have to like do it. Um, and then get some storytelling stuff in there. Like why is this like, yeah, we know we need to feed the DJ, but like tell us about the DJ. Like we need to learn a little bit about, let's get some mystery juices flowing with the DJ and his love of pizza. Let's get some storytelling beats in there that are like, yeah, I like the DJ. I want to feed him. Or, ooh, DJ seems ominous. He's demanding cheese sacrifices. What's his deal? So some more things to just make it like interesting from a storytelling point. I'm liking the visuals though. You've got some really cool visuals going on with you've got an aesthetic that is clear.
Pleasing.
Yeah, well, coherent is like the. It's clear that the aesthetic is going for a certain vibe. Um, these like spinning blocks and like all the different the amount of thought that was put into the animations for the bike are nice. So lots of nice visual things going on there. But yeah, I would like engage the story more, get some more player motivation in there, make the player really feel like dedicated to helping out this alien DJ, cosmic DJ, mysterious DJ. What is he's the mysterious DJ in the cosmic party? There we go.
Quite.
All right. So
is he not wearing any pants?
I mean, maybe he's wearing a whole bodysuit.
Good call.
That's why he's glowy. I don't know. Maybe they don't have pants where he's from. Maybe they don't need pants where he's from.
It's like Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah. Sure. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure you're back here Saturday for the Steve Aoki Game Jam Awards ceremony. We're going to be announcing our top 10, our third, second, first place, as well as the best idea and best design winners. Super pumped for the entries that are in there. And we'll see you then. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.